So for question 16, we've got a graph and we're going to be asked to read certain values from the graph. So first we're asked to evaluate f of 30. What does this represent in the context of the problem? So f of 30 would be here. It means the input is 30, so there's 20, there's 30. We come up till we reach the graph, and what we're going to read is the y value, the output value is 1,800. So we evaluated it, it equals 1,800. And then from the graph we can tell number of dollars in Meg's bank, number of days since January 1st. So we know this would be 30 days since January 1st. I'd assume if we counted those out, that would be on January 30th. Meg, I guess capital M, right? Meg had $1,800 in her account. That looks like a high, or close to a high point for her. Maybe a little bit higher over there, but anyway, spent a little bit. She had a little bit more. What is the meaning of f of 60? Well, f of 60 means 60 days since January 1st, and that's what the input is. And as you can see, the output will be the y value. So we come to here, is 1,400. So it means Meg had $1,400 in her account 60 days after January 1st. So that's like 2 months. We could just, yeah. That's how we would talk about it in person, right? We wouldn't say 60 days since January 1st. We'd say about 2 months down the road. 2 months, 60 days. I don't know, figure out, probably be the end of, because February only has 28 days, so we're into March. You could figure out exactly what day it is, but for this one, after the start of the year, right? Something like that. Determine whether the following statements are true or false. So we'll kind of go back and forth between this, I think, because it's just not enough room to show it all. I like to, so let me clear off these so they don't get in the way. As the number of days since January 1st increases from 60 to 70, so 60 to 70, so that's this little segment here. For equal changes in the number of days elapsed, the change in the number of dollars in Meg's bank account was decreasing. What does that mean? For equal changes in the number of days elapsed, the change in the number of dollars. It's overly ambiguous. But yes, it isn't. It's decreasing between 60 and 70. So I don't know why you have to have equal changes in the number of days. Anyway, yes, I'd say that's true. I'm not going to mark it, so we'll come back to it. 80 days after January 1st, the amount of money in Meg's bank account increases at a constant rate of change. So after 80 days, is this a constant rate of change? No, it's not a straight line. I'd say that was false. You just, there's areas where it almost looks like a straight line, but not always. So no, that's a false statement. As the number of days since January 1st increases from 0 to 20 days, so we're just looking at this first part here, 0 to 20, the amount of money in Meg's bank account is increasing at an increasing rate. Well, yes, certainly it is increasing. But is it accelerating? It's kind of slowing down, isn't it? It's, if you were to look at the rate of change from here to here, and then the rate of change from here to say there, it's actually the rate of change, if you were to look at sort of straight lines. Let's do that. I think I can, let's see, where are my lines? Here we go. I'm going to select, let's go with lines. Let's go with red lines. So we kind of look at the rate of change here. It would be kind of a straight line like that. sort of, because thinking about the rate of change would be like a tangent line. And like if we draw a tangent line here, it's going to be less steep, which means it's slowing down. It's slowing down. Okay, so we'll come back here. So I would say, let's go ahead. I guess I can't move unless I go with that. I guess to summarize, what did we come up with? That this would be a false statement. This was a false statement. It's not constant, but that this would be a true statement. Let's see if they came up with the same. For 16. They came false, false, false. Why did they say the first one? As the number of days since January 1st increases from that, for equal changes in the number of days elapsed, the change in the number of dollars in Meg's bank account is decreasing. Equal. I don't understand what they're asking. It's definitely decreasing. We go from 60 to 70 for equal changes in the number of days elapsed. So say for 5 days change, you know, they're decreasing. It's still decreasing. You have to help me understand that a little bit better, but yeah. So I would I think it's overly complex in the wording of the question. But that's 16, how to read a graph. The important parts are, input and our output, being able to line those up.